Hey everyone, welcome back to Gear 182. I have a very special guest, Theo from GOB, fellow Canadian here, which is awesome to have him in my home city, so I don't have to travel to meet all you guys, amazing people out in the States and whatnot. So it's really cool being here, having somebody local. We're going to go talk about gear, talk about his experience so far, maybe with the tour, and take a look at some of his Les Pauls that he's made famous over the years.
I thought we were going to watch the Jets play, the Canucks.
Oh shoot, yeah, I forgot what day it was. So cool.
We got that to match. Yeah. This is the Soldano soda app, which is kind of funny because we didn't realize it said soda until about 2000. And it says 1999. And I did realize in 2014, I'm like, oh my God, I can make soda with this. With the letters.
That's so cool.
Yeah. You write about Marshall? A lot of them.
Yeah, a lot of Marshall.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you prefer out of the Sedona or Marshall? Like what's now that
So I have an oversized medicine cabinet and a vintage Marshall one at home, but these are all just rental stuff, just because we're going across Canada. Yeah. So it's just instead of wrecking our speaker cabs. I mean, we're using our heads, but they're obviously all tube. This is a Solo 100 Soldano head. This was actually, I got this one, Mike Soldano modified it for me because I didn't want an effects loop.
Yeah.
So it has one less preamp tube. So it has 4 instead of 5. So it's more punchier. And at the time before the depth knob was on, this was just when, in 99, when he goes, yeah, I could put one on, we're going to be putting this depth knob. So that's, they put a little sticker like that. Well, now it's like written in there like chassis. So I had one of the first ones that had like that before.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So then for effects, it's just tuner.
I don't have that my Soldano pedal. That it only does is switch it from the crunch channel to the overdrive.
Yeah.
So just to bring down the obviously the volume, just for breakdown parts.
Yeah.
And give up the grudge and OL in for this set. But usually I have like a phaser, flanger. And in certain songs of just in the all over GOB's history.
Yeah, I was gonna say that looks pretty tamed for you right now.
Board, like it's empty. There's so much space on my board right now.
It's because so you don't use any of the other stuff, eh? Like the flanger, the phaser, the.
It's only 25-minute set. None of these songs.
Yeah, I guess so.
But on this, so we have these mission engineering things. What's kind of cool? It's an isolated power supply. It's also lithium battery, so it powers up to 8 pedals. So you recharge it. So
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, so it's clean power. You can have up to 8 pedals, but you can also daisy chain up how many. But yeah, like this was like I already played probably 3 or 4 shows until I got down.
It's only down by 2.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or 4. Yeah. I mean, it's only using it for the battery, and then using a Wazacraft boss pedal. These ones are awesome because they're blue.
The blue light, the new ones,
they were really responsive. They seem to be really good. They're also buffered. You can switch it to so it has a little bit more of a sparkly kind of like it brightens it up if you lose that sometimes with the with
everything being plugged in and stuff.
So you can add that in if you want.
That's cool. So with everything kind of going to digital now, have you ever thought about doing everything through digital, or are you still stick
like a camper thing?
Yeah,
because that's what some 41. Tom, they do that. It's good for consistency, and like you don't have to worry about stage noise. It's just the drums on there, right? And then it comes out. But
other than that, I mean, for your stuff, it's pretty straightforward.
I like
too, which is nice.
I like the sound of a real nice tube amp. Like,
the
campers sound really good. They're not quite exactly there.
They're not there yet. Yeah, I know what you mean.
But in the big arena thing and all that, like it's there. Like for metal, it seems like there are like a lot of metal players like them. And then we're using this Axion, the shirt that we rented. This is like one of the top like wireless for guitars, which I never use wireless. I haven't used it since we did on that Avril tour. That was one because there's big arena stages. Yeah. With Belly Talent when we had some arena shows, I just had a patch like a 30-foot patch cable.
Just to run around with?
I knew my limitation. I could make it up to the bass barrel, basically.
That's funny.
But, patch cable. If we have to go back, it's ready to go.
Pretty straightforward. If it breaks, you got something else to go right in.
Yeah, we have a backup amp head. There's It's just
Same the 800 though, same settings and or no, that's the
JV or
that's the GVM one.
that's a different one. That's just a rental. It was like it does like an old 800 and like a 900 or whatever. It was the only one they didn't have any 800s.
Yeah, that makes okay. So if this ever goes down, then at least you have
you can
something
go to
else.
the guitars actually too.
Cool. Yeah.
This was repaired by this amazing Japanese. Look, could you even tell that?
No.
Try and touch it, like you would never even know it was happening.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah,
because it was straight snap, wasn't it?
Yeah, I bought this in PEI. It was some band in Halifax made it without strap locks. I guess he I don't know, he spent $7 or $8 on it. Right? He strummed it and then it fell and broke the neck, and then it was repaired. There was a broken neck and when I bought it, so I got it for a lot less.
Was it repaired in the same spot?
No, it was a different break. It was originally broken from that guy. It was repaired, and I had my guy in Vancouver look at it, and he says, "Yeah, this is in good shape." And it was like from sort of $8,000 guitar was like $2,000.
That's crazy.
200 or whatever.
And what year was that?
2015, I believe it was.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and I always wanted to go to. It's a 57 reissue.
And I love the checkered already on the when they get like this, like the checkered. Oh, that's my favorite part of all these gold tops is when you start seeing the checkering.
What do you see?
You can start seeing like little lines. Like once like the heat.
It's from the cold.
The heat and the expands it.
Yeah,
I love that. That's awesome.
But yeah, so
is it stock?
These got different tuners.
Tuners, yeah.
These are basically like the Swiss watch of tuners.
Yeah.
You're I think these are Godo. I can't read. But they are.
I think those are Godo.
Yeah, those are like the four. I want to say 14. I don't really remember the numbers, but
the
my guitar
Godo
guys.
tuners.
Yeah,
are
these
really,
ones are like they're so precise and they stay in tune so well. So that's just.
And it's stock pickups in it. There's nothing
yeah,
new.
it's stock. It's just a Gibson 57 reissue, and it's the same. It has different. These are different on here, but this is a 69.
Oh,
a real one.
Man,
I brought it out for this trip. I'm crazy. I've had this since the beginning of GOB. These are different. You had the vintage, like the kind of saucer knobs.
Yeah.
But I like these ones because it was just
it's easy to roll on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
man, that's
because
incredible.
For Ellen, I'm like I roll off, I swell it up and like.
Oh
yeah,
man,
that's an original.
It's an original costume.
You know
too,
what's fucking funny about this is when we were doing foot and mouth, like doing the in LA with Mark Trevino doing pre-pro, we were in this area where I guess a lot of bands record and rehearse and do all this stuff. And we kept hearing this guy playing next door. I said, fuck, the guy's ripping. Like, he sounds like Slash. Like, fucking, he's doing all the solos. But it wasn't any GNR songs we heard. We just heard this, whatever new sound. It was Velvet Revolver.
Really?
It was Slash. So I go into the coffee room, and there was Slash. His leather jacket, his long curly hair. It's just like, Slash. He's like, yeah, how's it going? I'm like, it was you, fucking you've been there for 3 weeks where you can hear them. And I'm like, dude. And I ran back. I said, I'm not crazy. Just hang on for a second. I ran back and I came back with this. And then he went, he put his coffee down. Fucking put his guitar. He started fucking.
Oh my gosh.
Started fucking wailing on it. And we're talking for a bit, telling him we're from Canada. And then he goes, hey, would you be interested in selling this? I'm not kidding. And I was like, what? And he's like, this plays really nice. Like, it feels great. It's like, and like, can I get my guitar guy again? Then I can kind of tell him and then pay you like fair for it and all that. And I'm like, as much as I'd love to say, hey, I sold my guitar when it's Slash bought it, and then I can't part with this.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
But that's right. Yeah, he played it, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Same tuners on it as the other one. It looks like
these are Godo. Yeah, but they're not. They're older style, but they're still good tuner heads. And I just left them on because they're kind of like. They're goldish, so like they're worn,
already
like
worn,
because this used to be white back in the day, and it just because it's so old.
Yeah, and again, still stock. Nothing. That's like for pickup wise. It's whatever was in it.
I have a Duncan Custom in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. See, we're Duncan Custom in it.
Nice.
Yeah, it sounds good. Like the original pickup sounded good too, but it gave me a little bit more of an edge. Like I like the way it broke up the sound. It's still like. Because there's Duncan Custom, there's a Duncan Custom. The Custom is, I think those are ceramic magnet.
Yeah.
There's still a Nico, I think 5s and like whatever. It's been so long since I've really nerded out of what I had. So.
Yeah, that's so cool though.
Yeah, and then I'm playing the Flying V for. I don't know if you heard us playing Underground.
When I was out.
Yeah. Did you hear us? Yeah. So I'm playing that one. That's Tom's flying beat. Tom's playing this ESP. These are detuned a whole step down.
Yeah, Tom is doing a lot more with the ESPs now, than it was before.
Yeah, because they give him free guitars, so why
Yeah.
not? This SG is his main.
That's his
main,
Yeah.
And Steven's.
That's cool that he
that's
still
his
has it.
59p bass, but he actually it used to be sunburst, and then he got it painted white. He wanted to look sort of like
I guess it's Sid. Like
Sid Vicious. Sex, exactly.
Yeah. So that is the Sunburst one though?
Yeah, that was
Oh,
his. He
interesting.
painted it.
Interesting.
But he changed the neck. He put the jazz bass neck on it and put the P bass next on his jazz bass, his backup bass, because he liked the skinniness of the. It's easier to play. But I'm like, but the P bass neck is like that classic sound it has.
Yeah.
But it
That's
still
so cool.
sounds good. It's great.
Yeah. So back in the day, like I know Tom would play that orange Strat.
Yeah, he would surf that fucking.
He did,
thing, too.
yeah. Is he still in possession of that orange Strat?
Yeah, we still have it.
Oh, really? I haven't seen it come out in a long time now.
Yeah. It's I mean that thing had blood and sweat in the pickup. That was a Duncan hot rail on there. We did that back in like '98. That guitar, I painted that guitar.
Like the orange?
It was painted popsicle safety orange. It was put together, the body by Paul Iverson, one of the guitar guys, and I think it was one of those warmouth necks.
Yeah.
And so the original, when we called it, instead of I had a Fender Strat it was my only Fender I ever owned, and it got stolen, but I named it Horsecock as a joke instead of Fender. I just called it Horsecock. So stupid, just childish. And then when it got stolen, so when Tom got his name, I put the stencil in it. It said Horsecock 2 with the Roman numeral 2.
Oh, that's so funny.
And so that's why it's always, we just called it.
So Horsecock's still out there somewhere?
It is
the
out there.
OG?
Yeah, it is. It's in Tom's storage or his parents. It's like we still have it.
That's awesome.
I always told him, I said, let's just put a new pickup in and just fucking rock it. I mean,
So the pickup's done right now because of the sweat?
I think, yeah, it's just like, it's like we went to Japan, like we went all over 3 months, tour with it. Tom threw the guitar down and surfed that guitar every night of that Avril tour for 3 months.
Yeah.
The thing that's like, it's a fucking workhorse.
So crazy.
Because those bolt-on necks, it's just like, not as temperamental as seems as the Les Pauls.
Yeah, Les Paul's neck's a little bit more delicate, I guess.
Yeah. But we have some of the toys out here. We have a couple of them. This is exactly what you think it is. This is the Marauder.
That's
it's about a mid-70s Marauder. And Deryck made a great post about it the other day.
Yeah.
But so we got this, and our manager Chris called me in my hotel room in Nashville. Said, hey man, I got something down here. Did you come look at it? I went, what's that? And he goes, I have Deryck's Marauder. And I went, oh? He goes, no, like that one.
The OG one.
And I was like, really? He goes, you need to come down and take a look at it. This is before Deryck had even seen it, anything. And originally, their plan originally was we were gonna it was gonna get sent home and maybe have you do a little setup on it. I went, no, I think the guitar needs to get played.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the last time we're ever gonna go out and do this. Well, let's get it out.
Yeah.
So I kind of took everything that I could up to my hotel room, examined it, and threw it in the bunk of my bus, and immediately got to work on it on the next show day. And I worked on this thing for about 15 hours straight. That's how, so 20 years of this thing sitting in a case, the strings were rotted to the frets.
Oh gosh.
So I had to do fret work on this thing.
So is it a new fret completely?
Nope.
Frets complete?
Nope.
Oh wow, just
No, I went
polished and finished it?
Yep, oh yeah. You know, I mean, and then, I actually had custom wound strings made for Deryck, which were the ones that he originally played.
Yeah.
So, but then we put, the custom bucker in here.
So that's what's in there right now. Do you remember what was in there before?
It was a 56, 57. Was that burst bucker? I think was in there. But yeah, I mean, the original pickup was a single coil, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and then they had to cut it out.
Yeah, that's
why.
why
You can kind of see the cut.
That's why there's this little plate right here.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so.
Man, this is the Sum 41,
one.
right?
This is the one that was
That's
in the
incredible.
Fat Lip video, and you name it. That's what that one was.
So what was when you showed it to Deryck? What was?
So I jokingly, everyone knew that I had it at that point. And I was very adamant about Deryck not touching it until I was done with it.
Yeah.
We were in Orlando, Florida. Probably the wrong place in the world to be in for a guitar to bring to the boss. And I went on the bus with a guitar case and a little practice sample I had. I go, hey man, found something on eBay, dude. Can you take a look at it? I go, someone said you owned it. And he kind of looks at me like joking.
Yeah.
I go up to the case, and immediately just strums it. And just like the look on his face, you could tell. I was like, oh my god! Like my entire the 20-some odd years I've been a guitar tech, this is that moment that
Incredible.
I mean, there's something very magical about reuniting someone with an old friend. And I also said, I was like, hey man, I go, you know what? Oh, we'll let you and an old friend sit here in the back of the bus, talk for a little while. I'll see you at sound check.
Yeah.
And Deryck came running out, and he's like, telling you my ears. And I'm like, oh yeah. He goes, why did your ears stick to my rib? So we put ears on them, and we sat there, and we used it that night. I was like, you sure you want to use it tonight, Deryck? And he goes, I would love to use that guitar tonight. And then, go figure, this guitar bailed our ass out. We had another guitar that actually went down that night, and the fucking Marauder bailed us out that night.
Which guitar went down?
So this is our A rig.
Yeah.
We have 2 rigs.
Yeah.
And we had another guitar. It was it was one of our Les Pauls. The wireless pack fucked up.
Oh.
Like it was like one of those, like right before the song to grab it, and I was like, oh no, the wireless is out. I was like, fuck it. We grabbed the Marauder and I run it out to Deryck. I was like, Deryck, here you go, buddy. And he was like, looks at me, he goes, all right.
That's it. Yeah.
But it was great. So we did Walking Disaster, and he came walking over. We do a guitar change there.
It's pretty special though. Right?
And I looked at him, I go, how is that? And he goes, Tom, it's fine. His heart's beating, and he's like, it's fucking awesome.
Well, you see videos of him online too with it, and he's very excited.
Yeah.
Very excited when he was even just when he talks about it. Like, it's not that often. Like, he makes some posts about his Les Pauls or whatever, but as soon as he had that was
I mean, this is
was incredible.
This has been a big thing for us. I mean, a real big thing for us, especially getting it back.
Yeah.
We have another Marauder.
Yeah.
We had one. It's in storage now. We don't tour it anymore. The black one with the Evertune in it.
Yeah.
And
that has all the bells and whistles on it right now.
Yes and no. I mean, it's got the push pull on it.
Yeah.
But it's not this. So we have that.
So you have a couple Telly Deluxes.
So we have one. We sold the other one.
Yeah.
We have this Telly Deluxe right here.
Yeah.
So this is the one we use this for dopamine. And this is just got a Manson pickup in it, semi-hollow.
Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite guitars.
It's super,
my god,
super light. I mean, super light. There's nothing to it.
Oh yeah. Eh?
I mean, like there's nothing to it at all.
That's crazy.
Nothing to it. This one is actually really cool. This is probably one of my favorite guitars that we carry. When we were doing rehearsals about a year ago for this, and this guitar is one of 6 that were made out of the custom shop.
Oh wow.
I mean,
the pale and blue and oh, look at all the checker. That's crazy.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Did it come with all the checker?
Yeah, it came with this. It's on the custom shop. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just gotten crazier with the year.
So this is just from wear and tear?
Wear and tear, a lot of it. I mean, like I said, some of it came with it, but a lot of it was added to it.
And stock?
All right, thank you.
Everything's stock. I haven't done anything with this guitar.
My way.
And usually he plays the neck on this one?
No, this is it.
It's just
on
off.
off.
Okay.
On off. So it's usually that. This is the guitar we use on Still Waiting. Still Waiting,
gotcha.
Motivation. This is the guitar comes out on. I mean, you guys will see it tonight.
So what was this Telly Deluxe? Is this just like a backup?
This is not a Telly Deluxe. This is a Manson. So we have 2 of these. We have one in the B rig, which is but this is a Manson.
Yeah, that is.
I got it, dude.
So it's got the P90. That's a Nantucket P90 with an Evertune. This guitar is what we use for pieces.
Yeah.
So that's what
that replaced that old Telly that you guys used to have, that white one.
Yep.
I forget what it was called.
Yep. So in this, I mean, and both of them replaced. So on the B rig, we would use a Les Paul Jr.
Yeah.
So and the Les Paul Jr. we replaced the Les Paul Jr. with the another Manson.
Is that a custom neck on it? Like, it's obviously Deryck's X's.
Yep.
So
yeah. So
that's so cool.
I mean, so the guys at Manson. I mean, when I called them, this one had already been in existence. So I called them for the other one. Say, hey, we're coming out for it. So we love the guitar. There's something about your guitar and the way that we have our packs set up only sounds right on your guitars. what do you think? And they say, man, it's another one. And I mean, and these things are fucking incredible.
Yeah.
And of course, they have an Evertuning in them.
Yeah.
So, and Deryck plays so hard. So we have all these, except for Monkey Group. So the strings don't bend.
Oh, yeah.
So they stay in tune.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Deryck plays really hard. So, yeah. Yeah.
Then you have some Les Pauls.
We have some Les Pauls. This one we brought out for this tour. We'll use this one on. Some of the stuff we've been using on Newts lately.
Is this one of his newer ones?
So yeah, we just got this thing for the tour.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you can see it's nice and checked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but this is all hand done. So
Yeah.
and this is a 2020. This is not that new, an old guitar. Deryck and I mean, there's the infamous stories about Deryck and I with our vintage guitar problems and whatnot. So, but yeah.
So out of all the stuff that he has
Yeah.
from either the A or the B rig,
Yeah.
what is your, if you were him, what would be your go-to for?
So, well, we have white gold, which is our 57 gold top,
Yeah.
and it's the real one.
Yeah.
That guitar was used on a record that Deryck and I held true to ourselves in general, from Social Distortion. So it's.
And that's when you got recently, right? Was it that one that you got
Well, we
recently?
got it a couple years ago.
Yeah. Okay.
We brought it out for the Farewell tour. I mean, Deryck's a collector as well, like I am. So, but we have these things sit, and then they're not. They shouldn't be sitting around. I mean, yeah, you know what? This is an expensive piece of wood. We got it. I understand it. But you know what? It's doing awesome out here.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been to 4 continents with that guitar, and I mean, and these guitars are great. I mean, you know, no matter what. I mean, these things stay in tune great. They're fantastic. I mean, you know, even like Cohen's basses. I mean, same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we've gone through how many different weather climates in the past week alone.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I mean, and you know, the necks on these things are fantastic. I mean, like I said, the stuff in our A rig is a little bit cooler than our B rig.
Yeah.
It's even Cohen's basses, dude. I mean, like these things are
Beautiful though.
I mean, and this is all real. This isn't, you know, this is all real.
The relic?
No. Oh no. This is real life relicing. So yeah, I mean, you can just tell you it's
Sweats a lot and just puts that down real quick, eh?
Well, I mean, the other thing too is, I mean, Cone, he plays real hard.
Yeah.
I mean, Cone doesn't just play bass; he plays bass.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's like, I mean, and all this. I mean, that's his pick pattern.
That's crazy.
That's literally what that is. So every time, I mean, I was like, man, one of these days we're gonna dig right through this fucking thing. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah.
So what is the tape hold the bum? Is it just?
So, because he plays so hard,
Oh, I guess yeah.
you know, if we don't put the tape down over on that, I mean, it'll rip his hand right over.
Yeah.
So that's why we do that.
And does that have the drop?
Oh yeah.
The drop tuning on
Oh
it?
yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Oh, the hip shots.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah. Yep. We got that. This guitar we actually brought over for Tom from the B rig. So he likes this one. So this was, I mean, literally we did the entire North American tour on it. So.
Yeah, he moved over to these ones now because he used to do a lot of Les Pauls and stuff.
Yeah.
So now he's right.
Yeah. I mean, these things are like all reliable.
And I guess he's just using the bridge. If that's taken
that's
out,
it.
is
That's it. So
Take it out
the
and that's
switches
it.
are
Makes it
actually
easy.
everything's still wired.
Yeah.
We drop the switch in and just tape it out.
Yeah.
So that's what we end up
Makes
doing.
it easier for you then, hey? Just
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit, and then obviously, you know.
yeah. That's insane.
Which I mean, Winnipeg. Thanks to Winnipeg, you know, we had some crack in the
Oh my
lacquer.
gosh.
You know, so she's starting to age now. She's starting to check. But that was because of the cold weather up here.
It's pretty.
But you know,
That's crazy to let it.
but here we are though. You know.
And this just happened.
This
Like,
just happened. This just happened. That's literally.
has Dave seen it yet? Is he?
Oh yeah. We're like, hey man, well, he's like, well, you know, this is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thank you, Winnipeg.
But yeah. So then everything else is all pretty much back up. And this is actually the prototype of Brownsound's signatures.
Oh yeah, this is the OG.
This is
one, yeah.
the actual one. This is
Yeah.
the prototype.
And is it a different shade of?
It is.
Yeah. Okay. It's not just my eyes.
Yep. So this is the color's a little different. It's still a mini toaster.
Yeah.
But you can just tell the pickup rings are different. This is when they're all still putting it together. The neck profile is a little bit different too.
Then the other. Yeah.
Yep. So the production model. So, yeah. And this is just one of Tom's backups. You know, these two.
Just in case.
Yeah. This is the backup. That's a backup for Tom.
So does Tom change much for his, or is he just straight with the Eclipse? And that's
these guys. I mean, it's usually. Both Dave and Tom get strings every day. So 9 times out of 10, these boys, that's it. They ride one guitar the whole show. Cone, we'll switch to the black bass for the end of the show, then we go back to the white bass. Deryck, well, the boss keeps me very busy.
whatever he's feeling that night, or what?
Oh, well, so we do changes in the middle of songs. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Deryck keeps me very busy, and I'm not mad about it. So, I mean, so you guys see tonight, I mean, Deryck and I have a lot of fun on stage when it comes to our guitar changes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so, I said it before we came out, I was like, it's all becoming very real.
Yeah.
You know, before, we knew why we got brought in, we knew why we were here. You know, for me, personally, I said, well, man, a year or two ago, we were all perfect strangers. And then I go, now you guys, I was like, well, we're family. I was like, this is like lifelong friends, family, everything else. You know, but it's definitely sad. But I mean, you know, am I upset about it? No, because I got to be here with these guys doing it. And again, I mean, I have lifelong friends.
Yeah.
I mean, so. I mean, it's definitely going to be, Toronto's going to be tough. Doing the Juno Awards that's going to be the one for me.
That's going to be it.
Yeah. They're getting their Lifetime Achievement Award. They're being inducted into the Hall of Fame.
It's a huge thing. And,
you know, and that's it. I go, man.
It's a good way to end it, though.
That's the way I looked at it. I was like, you know what?
For
me, it's one of those, that's the last time I ever get to pass these guys guitars to some 41. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I mean, it's, you know, I regret nothing. I mean, this is, one of the best fucking tours I've ever done in my life. I mean, you know, we've been all over the world together. We had a lot of laughs, and we've been to, a million 180s riffs. Yeah, I mean, that's the best part.
Yeah.
You know, we're all the same person, just a different person.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's gonna be heartbreaking. You know, I'm not gonna lie. So.
Yeah, we still got a few shows left, and then.
Yeah.
And then. Yeah, we'll see what the future brings, I guess. You never know what could
that's
happen.
Why, as I said, so
never know.
You know, we're gonna, I'm gonna try to leave this rig fully built, because you never know. In a couple of years, when we get a phone call or something like that, or you know, I don't have to put something back together again.
Yeah.
You know, I can do all this.
So for the Kempers, they're all in it. All for Kempers, yeah.
So except for Cone, so I'm running a Sans Amp RBI, and I'm running an Avalon. Our guitar amps, these are actual real amps. We're actually using these. These are the ones that are in Deryck's studio.
Where are you guys meeting?
Profiled in.
Yep, profiled. Everything's all profiled in. Brownsound is a national JC
That's
crazy. Yeah.
That's where all our main rigs are, all Marshall stuff.
Yeah.
See here, the Slash 30. Enough said. We know that. We know what that is. So Deryck's it's a wizard. Is what we're modeling. Is actually one of his wizard heads. Deryck knows tone.
He's been acquiring a lot of this stuff recently.
Yeah. And that's it again. Him and I. Deryck and I can sit down and we'll nerd out for 10 hours.
Yeah.
Just one little nuance and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, him and I have a very good relationship with that, so it kind of works out real well.
Cut.